Are you tired of being overcharged and forced into paying a monthly subscription for your Mac and Windows software? Well, if you are, currently we're having a 50% off discount on all the latest Mac and Windows software, such as AutoCAD, SolidWorks, Photoshop, Microsoft Office, and much more. Our 50% off discount will be ending soon.
So be sure to text Ready to Buy, that's Ready to Buy, to the number on the screen. Starting pricing for low-end software, $100. And starting pricing for high-end software, $500.
We aim to please, so expect 24/7 technical support, the latest premium software, instant software links delivered to your email, and PayPal's buyer's protection guarantee.
Real quick, what do you think about today's hip hop? The direction is, mainstream, underground, whatever section you want to talk about. But just what do you think about where hip hop's at right now? And
I think there's good music out there. You got to search for it. You got to make an effort. If you focus on just what's on the radio, then you're going to lose every time. If you just listen to the radio, you'll be convinced that there's no good music out there, no good artists out there.
Thank you.
But there is actually good music out there and talented artists out there. But you got to be willing to search for it. It disappoints me how lazy our generation of fans are. Like, they only listen to what they're being spoon fed. You don't know how many times I run into people out in the street, in mall, wherever, and they usually look like us, and they'll say to me, "Oh shit, Master Ace, damn, I ain't heard from you in a while. What you been up
What's
to?"
up with new music? Like,
yeah, you drop. Yeah, last thing I remember you dropped was Me and the Biz. I'm like, what?
like, nigga, you know how many albums I had since then? Like, you just
If it ain't on the
High
radio,
97 didn't give it to you, then
it's horrible.
if it ain't on the radio, they don't know.
It doesn't exist to them. It does not exist.
We'll see.
I did a song with Marco Polo back in 2018 called Brooklyn, right? It was all about the borough. It was just an ode to Brooklyn. And it was a celebration of Brooklyn. And
Brooklyn
so
Story. Yeah, I was a
and
part
we
of
shot-
that
and-
too. Look how
Yep,
much we
and we
worked together. Oh man.
we shot a video for it. The video is at 2 million views and everything. I ran into a brother, told he actually came to my show that I just recently did in Phoenix, and he had never heard the song before. And I showed him the video, and he was like, "Wow, this is dope." I'm like, "Bro, this came out in 2018." He's like, "Yo, I never seen it. I never saw this." So there's a disconnect to a certain extent. But yes, my answer to today's music is there's plenty of talented dudes out there. There's plenty of dope artists out there. You got to find it, but it's there. It's hidden in plain sight.
I tell people you got to be, instead of a passive listener, you got to be an active listener. See, when we was first coming up with hip hop, like, if you really loved it, you had to be an active listener. So you had to, like, stay up at a certain time and be ready on a certain night with your tape ready on a certain channel because WHBI or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, that was being an active listener. And if you did that, you're going to have some shit. You're going to capture some shit that you can walk around with and be proud. Like, but if you want to just, be like everybody else, then you wasn't going to get that type of shit. So it's going back to that. Like, if you really want that shit, it's like, that's almost the roots of hip hop, is being an active, if you really fucked with it, you had to get out there and go to the jams and shit like that. Like, you had to go to the parties if you really wanted to hear this shit, because it wasn't around, you know what I mean? It wasn't around your way like that. You had to go to where it was at. So it's the same thing, right? It's come back to that now. No more of this just passive, whatever comes past you is your hip hop universe. No.
That's right.
You know what I mean? It's much bigger than that. Like, and you have to, you know what I mean?
And I I always say to people at my shows too, don't just give the show away for free. Don't just upload the whole show on your Facebook and stuff. If you bought a ticket and you came out and watched the show, why are you giving it to everybody else for free? Make them come out and if they want to see, give them a minute or two and be like, this is what you missed. But you
Right.
basically giving it away. You did all the work for them. What you doing that for?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so who's like some artists right now that you like Master Ace likes, that Master Ace fucks with? That you think is dope?
I like Corday.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter actually put me on to him. Corday, and she likes Jack Harlow, who I ended up messing with. I was like, he's dope. But then I like the kid Simba from LA. I like Sci-Hi the Prince from Atlanta. I like Joey Badass. I think he needs to get a little bit more recognition because he's a dope MC and his music is dope.
And an actor, and he's killing it on the acting tip.
The acting is the bonus.
Yeah.
I like those kids, Coast Contra from LA. They featured on our new album. Me and Marco got coming out. We got them on a song, Coast Contra. The two of the brothers, 4 of them. 2 of them are the sons of
Check out Nick Grant too. I think you'll like him. He actually gives me you vibes. Like he was
What's
saying,
his name?
like
Nick Grant. He's been around for a while.
Okay.
Man.
Razzcast. Two of the guys are Razzcast sons.
Oh, word. Okay. I never heard of this group, but that's dope.
You definitely, I guarantee you've seen a video of them rhyming because
when you see him, you'll be like,
you'll be like, I seen these dudes because it went viral with like them freestyling. They crazy with it.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Well, man, anything else you want to put out there and get it?
Wait, have we asked you?
New album.
Wait, real quick, because have we asked you who your hip hop influences were coming up? Like, who did you look to and be like, damn, that?
Y'all didn't ask me that. I actually say it. I say it in my show. It's part of my show. I made it part of my show. I named 3 of the MCs that were big influences on me. LL. LL was first because he came with all the big words, which nobody was really doing big words and rhymes. And I was like, whoa, I know some big words. Let me throw some in there. Kane, big influence. And Rakim. Those are like, and then KRS. I got to throw KRS in there too. Those are kind of like those 4 guys were kind of the foundation. They gave me the bar. Like, this is the bar you're trying to reach or jump over. But if you're beneath that bar, you're not ready. So those were kind of like the 4 main guys. There were definitely a lot of other people like Chill Rob G, just on some lyrical stuff. There's a few others cats within the crevices that I would definitely mention as well. But in those early days, it was those 4 guys were the foundation.
Dope. Well, yeah, tell us about the new album.
New album with Marco Polo. It's our second together. Our first one was called A Brooklyn Story. Came out in 2018. The new album is called Richmond Hill. And it's dropping this year. And we got the album features Inspector Deck from Wu-Tang. It features Shay Noir, who is a female artist from Buffalo.
I know about her.
It features Blue from Blue in Exile. A couple other people. Speech from Arrested Development is on it. Of course, my EMC brothers, Strickland and Wordsworth, are also both on the album as well. It's a couple people I probably leaving out. I'm not big on like rattling off features in order to get people excited. If they're not excited about me, it's probably not the right
Yeah.
That's right.
fit anyway.
At this
But
point,
yeah,
as if you know, you know.
What's the
Yeah.
title Richmond Hill mean?
that's the neighborhood. Richmond Hill is the neighborhood that Marco Polo grew up in or was raised in. He's from Toronto, Canada, so he's from a neighborhood in Toronto called Richmond Hill.
Mm.
And so on the first album, A Brooklyn Story, we kind of tell Marco's migration from Toronto to Brooklyn and how he trying to get on as a producer. We kind of tell that story. So with this album, we're actually going further back to the day that he was born. So the album starts off, the first skit is called December 26th, which is his birthday. And the album starts with him being given birth, and he narrates his story throughout the album. And you kind of get an idea of his journey in his younger years, growing up in that neighborhood, Richmond Hill, some of the trials and tribulations that he went through as a young teen, drug abuse and things of that nature. And we have songs like helping tell the story throughout.
Shouts out Marco Polo. He gave me one of my favorite best beats ever. Like my favorite song in my discography, he made the beat for.
Is that what's it called? It's a rugged ass name too.
No, not Earrings Off.
Oh, okay.
The Earrings Off. That's everybody else's favorite record.
Okay.
That's everybody else's favorite. Pharaoh Monch called me on the phone immediately, like, sis, Earrings Off. No, my favorite record is Storm Coming.
Oh, I don't know if I heard that one.
Yeah, I've got I got Chuck D talking on that outro, both because I did a remix, and I got two versions of it. The second one is featuring John Connor. It's like a play on Terminator. So I actually got the rapper John Connor on a remix.
Oh.
That's my jam. Storm Coming.
Text me that name of that song, please, because I know I'm gonna forget as soon as we hang up. But I'm gonna look that up. I want to hear that.
For sure. Yeah, I'm talking to my future sons in rhyme about, the machine's coming.
Word.
Yeah.
Well, listen, my people, I gotta get ready to get out of here. Yeah. Got things I gotta do, but I appreciate you coming by, my brother, man. This was great, man. We could go on and on and on if we had to. But,
Word.
Absolutely.
And I was supposed to be on 95 right now. I had to just stop, pause, find a cave. Like, no, I gotta be alive and present for my guy.
I had to deal with him.
I'm glad you did.
While we was going through this shit, I'm getting calls like, "Oh, your father don't want you to want to leave until you come here." I'm like, oh, Pops, don't do this, man.
Take care, Pops.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Appreciate y'all both. Appreciate y'all both.
Appreciate you.
Hold up. What's the where can people follow you and stuff like that?
At Masta Ace Pics on Instagram, MASTAACE Pics, PICS on Instagram. Just at Masta Ace on Twitter, and then Masta Ace Official on Facebook. Those are the only places, and I'm not really super active on Facebook. I post there, but I don't look at Messenger, none of that. So don't send me nothing on there. If you want to hit me direct, you want to DM me on IG, those I answer, but I don't mess with Facebook like that.